Hi, ladybugs. How are you guys doing? I was having a good day until about an hour ago, and I'll tell you what's going on with that here in a minute. I don't know if you guys will be able to understand, but I'm hoping you will. We're going to address 3 boys to start with. We're going to address Kieran, Rannon, and... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Gus. Kieran, Rannon, and Gus. That's who we're going to start with today. All right, we'll start with Kieran. Let me grab him. He's just right here. So I give you a little bit of my medical history. You guys know I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and it's really difficult to get the medication right with that condition to, like, you know, help with the pain, but not make you like out of it or groggy. So about a year ago, I was on a lot of pain medications, and one of them was really strong. In fact, it's one you guys have probably heard of, and it's considered lethal. Please find it all the time. I hope that helps you determine what it is I'm talking about. And I had been on that for 9 years, and it just kind of stopped working over time. You know what I mean? And I didn't see the need to take it and have the risks. I mean, if it was working, then the risks would probably be worth it. But at that point, I had gotten so accustomed to it that it really wasn't doing anything. So to have the risk of, you know, ceasing to be alive, and all that for something that wasn't really working, just didn't seem like it was worth it. So I messaged my doctor last September and said, I really want to come off this particular medication. And I was on like 4 or 5 different opiates, and it just seemed like a lot. And since it wasn't really helping, I really wanted to change to something different. So I messaged my doctor in September and I said, I really want to come off this, and I want to switch around some of the meds because I'm on quite a lot, and I just, you know, if it's not really helping, I just don't think I need it. So I came up with a medication that I thought might work better, and he said that sounds like a great idea because you don't build up a tolerance to it, so it will keep working. So anyway, so I had come off, I was on like 5 different medications, and I came off 4 of them. And remember, this was my choice. This wasn't like the doctor saying I was taking too much or whatever. And I've always been really afraid to change doctors, even though my doctor was kind of far away, because, you know, a lot of doctors don't like prescribing those medications, and they think you can control it with your mind and stuff. So I was a little hesitant, but I'd gotten ill back in like February, March, something like that. And I'd gone to see another doctor closer to my house, and she seemed really nice, and I had told her my concerns about changing, you know, doctors messing with my medication, because after I got on this new medication, things were going really good for me, and I was feeling really good. And of course, she pacified me, and she said, oh, no, if things are going good and everything's working out, I just need to grab him a pair of socks. I wouldn't, you know, want to change it if it's working well and there's no side effects, negative side effects. So I decided to switch doctors because I had talked to her about my medication, and she had said she had no intention of, you know, changing my medication. And I thought, well, that's, you know, she's closer, I'll do that. And since I stopped taking the really strong medication and I switched to a different medication, I actually have been doing really good. My pain has been controlled. I have 1 pain medication that I take 3-4 times a day. And then I have 1 PRN that I use for like breakthrough pain. And that whole system seemed to be working really well for me. So I switched doctors back in like February or March, and everything was going good, except she's not real good at like answering her messages, or I can't get an appointment with her like real soon. Like I have to wait weeks. So anyway, so I had been on this medication for quite a while, well, you know, since September, and everything was going really good. I thought, I was feeling good. I was able to get around. I had enough, you know, my pain was low enough that I was able to do the stuff I needed to do, and I was sleeping better, and so everything seemed like it was going good. Well, she scheduled an appointment on Monday for this afternoon. It was a telephone appointment, and she just started out by saying, like, I'm not really comfortable ordering your PRN medication. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, first of all, I asked you when I was talking to you about switching doctors if you were going to mess with my meds, because my meds were working really good for me and I didn't want to change anything. And she's like, yeah, but I'm just not comfortable ordering blah, 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 blah. And so she's basically like, so when you have a fall or you get injured or you have a bad day, isn't he cute? Look how cute Kieran is. Or you have a bad day, you can just message me and um we'll get you in, and we'll order you something like steroids. Well, first of all, I hate steroids because they like swell you up, number one. Number two, they make me really shaky and jittery. And number three, I already have insomnia, so giving me steroids is like totally counterproductive. Um, and not to mention that I've had this doctor since February, I think the end of February. And I've messaged her at least 4 times. It may be a little bit more than that, but at least 4 times that I can remember off the top of my head. And she's not responded to even one message. Not one. So I'm supposed to message her if I fall or I need breakthrough pain medication, but I can't reach her. I can't reach her by phone. She never answers her messages. If I try to schedule an appointment, it's at least 2 weeks out. So, you know what this is? So this is money, because I haven't been to the doctor except for when I was sick back in February when I switched doctors. So stupid. And since before that, I hadn't been to the doctor in like 2 years, right? So because the pain medication I'm on works and the PRN works really good, so I don't need to go to the doctor. I just take my PRN when I need it, and I just, take my regular pain meds every day like I'm supposed to. And so basically, like, what's happening is I'm not, they're not making enough money off me. So she wants to stop my meds and make me have to go into the office every time I have breakthrough pain, which is like a couple times a week. And now I have to start going into the office every single time I have breakthrough pain. And then if I have pain multiple days in a row, I have to go back. And she doesn't even want to give me pain medication for it. She wants to, like, give me steroids or, swimming therapy or something like that. And, I have done all that stuff, and I've worked really hard to find a regimen that works. I went from 5 pain medications down to 2. And 1 I don't even take every day because it's a PRN. So I managed to, like, basically cut out more than half of my opioids. And now she's upset because I'm not coming in to see her enough. So now she's going to take away my pain meds. And that really upsets me because, like I said, I have worked really hard, and it has been a lot of years of trial and error to find a pain regimen that actually works for me. And it does work, and I'm sleeping fairly well. I mean, I still have my insomnia days, but I'm sleeping fairly well. I can get things done because I'm not in so much pain. And so everything is working really good. And now all of a sudden that things are finally settled down and I'm on something that really works. Now she wants to change my meds and make me have to come into the office for breakthrough pain. It's all about money. It's the bureaucracy. If you're doing well, they're not seeing you. It's kind of like why they give you medication that has horrific side effects, because they want to see you more often and they want to make more money off you. It just really upsets me because it's not like I have like undiagnosed back pain or something that they can't figure out what's causing it and I could be faking it. I had a genetic test done, and the genetic test is what got me diagnosed with the Ehlers-Danlos. So I actually have the Ehlers-Danlos markers. She knows that's what the problem is. I'm just really frustrated and upset. I finally found a regimen with only 2 medications that works really good. And only one of them is an opioid. And I'm feeling really good. I'm doing really good. My mood has been really good. And now all of a sudden, to make more money off me, she's like, nope, sorry. Now we're going to stop your medication and you're going to have to come into the office every time you have breakthrough pain. It's just really, really frustrating, and it makes me angry because I'm finally doing well, after spending years on a really intense set of medications that didn't do it for me. Now I'm on much less intense medications, and it's doing really good. And now I have to go off it. I'm going to try to go back to my old doctor. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try. And yeah, I'm just really upset because I finally found something that works by cutting back on medication. It's not even like I got more medication. I got way less medication. And so like there's a more, and then I'll say the rest in a minute so it doesn't trigger YouTube. Fiend, if you put those two syllables together, count, which is basically like if you take opioids, they assign you a number based on the number of medications that you're taking and the, you know, how strong, what number each of those medications is on that scale. And they want you to be below, like, I think it's like 85 or something. And I was at 117 last September. Now I'm at 54. So I am way under the risk count. I'm way like down. You know, I've gotten rid of a ton of medications. I'm doing so much better. But that's not good for them. Nope. Now they have to mess with it. You know, they didn't mess with it all those years. I was taking like massive, you know, medications. But now that I'm taking less and I'm doing well, now all of a sudden they have to change it. It just really upsets me. So this is Gus. He's the Rhea by Ping Lao. I know you guys didn't come on here to listen to me complain, but I just had to kind of get that off my chest because it really upset me. And I was like, really upset when I started this video, but playing with the babies always helps. So this is Gus. He's the Rhea by Ping Lao. Isn't he adorable? And now he's dressed, and now we're going to dress Rhiannon. And Rhiannon is kind of a unique guy because I know that there are other kits out there of his, but I have not seen one. Like, I know they exist, but I've not found anybody who can show me that they have this kit. So kind of like consider Rhiannon my special boy, but he is the May Louise by, oh, I think it's Alicia Toner. Isn't he adorable? Look at that little face, little gaping mouth. Looks like he's trying to catch flies. So we're going to dress him because I haven't dressed Rhiannon in a while. So, and he is so cute, but he is the May Louise and I just love him. He is adorable. I think it's Alicia Toner. Pretty sure. But I can't be 100% sure because my memory stinks. I know the kits a lot better than I know the artists, you know, like the sculptors. I do know a few sculptors really good. Like I know Cassie Brace really good, and I know Bonnie Brown really good, and I know Natalie Blick really well. But when it gets into some of the other ones, like some of the foreign ones, I just don't know them as well. And of course I know Ping Lao. So this is what he's going to wear. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I'm just really upset, really worked up. It's like, why when, you know, they didn't mess with anything when I was like, you know, taking so much more. And now I'm like on a lot less. I'm only on 2 medications and one of them is a PRN. So I only take 1 medication every day and I'm doing really good. And things have been really good for me, like, you know, as far as pain. And now they're going to mess it up. So I'm going to try to switch my doctor, but I don't know if it's going to work. You know, I don't know. She'll probably call the new doctor unless I can get back in with my old doctor. She's going to call any new doctor I get and be like, oh, you need to do this. And I'm just really frustrated. It's funny because they want to make more money off you and they want you to come into the office, but they are so overrun with patients that if you schedule an appointment, it's weeks out. You know, it's like I don't know. Aren't they making enough money? I guess is kind of what I'm saying. Everything is about red tape and money, and it makes me angry because there are people who truly are suffering and, you know, just leave them alone. But she's not going to do that. So look at this little guy. Isn't he a cutie? I love his little face. He's got the chubbiest little lips. He's so cute. I had someone on Facebook who had seen my videos on YouTube message me, and she was like, how come you don't dress up and do your makeup and stuff? And I'm like, well, I don't know, because like I don't feel like you guys come here to see like a fashion influencer or anything like that, you know. You guys come here to see the babies. I know I'm just an accessory in the videos. They are the real star, and they are always dressed nicely and their hair is always done really good. So that's what matters, I think. But there's my boy. My little Rhiannon. Do you know where that I got that name? I got that name from Willow. You know the movie Willow with Val Kilmer and the little dwarf guy? I don't know his name. But he was trying to defeat the evil queen Bavmorda. And the baby was Elora Danan. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie, but if you haven't, I highly recommend. It is an amazing movie. Definitely, if you haven't seen it, go see it or rent it or whatever, because it's awesome. It's just an amazing movie. I can't say enough about it. I think I'm going to put this on Kenya because I haven't dressed Kenya for a while, and I know Kenya looks so good in pink, and she's already wearing pink bows, so that would be good for Kenya. Let me see. Here is Miss Kenya, and she is the Bonnie by Linda Murray. She is painted by Victoria Golda in Russia. She's an amazing young lady, aren't you, Kenya? I'm sorry, guys. I try not to bring my problems onto the camera, but I'm just frustrated. Hopefully you'll forgive me. I'm usually like 95% of the time, I'm an upbeat, happy person. There's not a whole lot that bothers me, but this bothers me because like they just had to wait until I was doing really well. And then they're like, oh, you know, this thing called a monkey wrench, we're about to throw that in your whole plan. And it really is all about money and red tape, you know. They don't have enough appointments or doctors for the patients they have, but Lord knows you have to go in and see them. They can't set you up so you're doing good by yourself, you know, because then they can't make extra money. That's what this whole world runs on, money. Money, 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 money. I wish I was like really rich and I could afford just a private doctor, you know. Oh, she's going to look so cute in this, don't you think? She's going to look so adorable in this. I haven't used this outfit in a while because it was more summery and we've been in the winter, so I think I used it last summer. So, yeah, kind of frustrated tonight, feeling a little despondent because I just feel like, you know, it took me so long to find a system or like a regiment that works for me and makes me, you know, makes me functional, you know what I mean? And I know when they take that away and the pain comes back, the depression is going to creep in like really bad. And why wouldn't it? When you're in pain all the time, there is depression. And I'm afraid like I'll be in too much pain to be able to do my videos, you know, and I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying getting to know you guys, and really, this might be too short on her. Let's see. No, I think it'll do good. I'm really enjoying making videos with you guys and getting to know everybody, and I'm just starting out, so I'm super hoping that the pain doesn't get bad enough that affects my ability to like make, you know, make videos and keep my YouTube up, because I really enjoy this. I've really begun to enjoy this part of my life. You know what I mean? It's been awesome. I mean, I'm getting to know people. People are, and by the way, to those of you who have commented, I have to tell you, after everything that went wrong today, I got on my YouTube and I had all these notifications for comments, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, people actually like me. And it just made my day. So thank you to those of you who subscribed and left comments, because it really, like, oh yeah, these are kind of culotte length, but that's okay. They can be cut-offs. But I was so excited when I saw that I had comments. So thank you to those people who left comments and subscribed. You guys absolutely made my day. I even told my daughter, I was like, look, people like me. It was awesome. So thank you to those of you that did. It really made my day. It made me feel good. So thank you. Trust me, your time that you took to make a comment and to subscribe really touches me. So don't think for a second that I'm taking it for granted or anything. I'm not. I was truly, truly touched by by the comments that you guys left, and I was super, excuse me, I hiccuped. I was super stoked. So thank you for that. You made my day. Made my day better. You guys rock. We're going to take her braids out. Isn't she beautiful? I love her painting. She has the blushing that I like, that like deep blushing. I really like a lot of blushing. Oh, I'm trying to get this to go into the elastic. There we go. Okay, I got it now. So thank you. That just made my whole day when I got online and I saw I had notifications for comments. I was like, yay! And I mean, I think it was only 1 or 2 comments, but it was still like, I'm easily impressed. So thank you guys for that. Just made me feel so good. Because I've really been struggling to get people to leave comments and like interact with me. And I love that. So just so you know, it didn't go unnoticed. I was greatly appreciative of the comments that were left. And the fact that people took the time to do comments was awesome. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know how busy and chaotic life can get. So when you take the time to do something like that, it really like, it means a lot to me. Like, I'm not one of those people who's going to be like, oh, it's just a couple of comments. Like every comment matters to me because I really want to interact with you guys and I really want to get to know you guys and what you like and what you don't like and just get to know you guys as people. So that made me feel really good. So thank you. I hope all you guys are having a good day today. Do you guys have any advice on like what you do for pain, like joint pain and stuff? Because with my Ehlers-Danlos, one of the problems is that I dislocate my joints a lot. So like my shoulders will pop out or my hips or my knees. And it's really painful. And I'm like really scared that all that pain's going to come back and, you know, I'm not going to be as functional as I am now. And that really scares me. America is a wonderful country. It's a great country. People have fought for our freedoms, and I totally appreciate every single person that's been in the military. But having said that, America is also really, really fueled by money. Even with doctors and like what's best for their patients, it's really about the bottom line. And that is frustrating, you know. I'm sure you guys have had issues with doctors and stuff, and I think we all have, and it just drives me nuts that the almighty dollar is more important to most doctors than patients doing well and living a good quality of life, you know. It's just hard sometimes, you know. It's hard to have a disease anyway, and then to have a disease and pain on top of it. And you know, I don't know if I'll find anything else that will work, so I'm just anxious. But I'm going to stop talking about it now because I keep bringing it up and I don't want to bum you guys out. You know, I really want to have a good time with you guys while I'm on here. So today I sat outside with the dogs and the turtle for a while. And then I hung out with my daughter and we are always playing practical jokes on each other and like not like anything mean and like teasing each other in like a playful way. And so we laughed really hard today. It's easy to laugh with her. She's such a good kid. She's such a sweetheart and she really is just the best kid. She's not a kid anymore, but in my eyes she'll always be a kid. And So we always have fun together. We were joking around and laughing. She was laying on her back in the yard, and one of our dogs jumped on her stomach, and then she like farted, and it was really loud, and so we were laughing about that. And then it scared the dog, so the dog like immediately jumped off her. It was just really funny. I guess it was like you had to be there moment, but it was pretty hilarious. So we were laughing about that. And then we were laughing about some other things. My daughter and I have a really good time together. When we hang out together and like as mother and daughter, we have a really good time and we laugh really hard. We always have a good time together. So it's really nice. Don't you look beautiful, Kenya? There she is. What do you think, aunties? Huh? Look at this beautiful girl. I wonder if these are the Bonnie limbs. I'll have to check my other Bonnies. I thought the other Bonnie, I know that, I don't know if Ireland has Bonnie limbs. She doesn't have the straight legs. Do you guys like the straight leg babies? What do you think about them? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you like them sometimes? Tell me what you think about the straight legs. I'm curious. Because I like having I like having a couple with straight legs because then I can do standing up pictures and you can, like your picture taking just opens up and you get so many more like abilities with straight legs. But having said that, holding a baby with straight legs is a little bit harder. They can't wrap their legs around you and it just doesn't feel as natural to hold a baby with straight legs. You know what I mean? So while I like having a couple, I like that I only have a couple with straight legs because I like to cuddle them. And it's really cool when the toddlers can like sit on your hip, but with the straight legs, it doesn't really do that. It's kind of hard. It's a little awkward. So yeah. So I like having a couple for pictures and, that look more realistic. But then I like the fact that most of my toddlers are not straight legged because they are a little awkward to hold. I need to smile and I think you guys will enjoy it. So I'm going to put Heidi on next because she is super cute and just super adorable and she is awesome. So we're going to do her next because I just think her smile will make us all feel so good. Trying to decide what I'm going to put on her. I have a whole bunch of stuff right here that I pulled out for, what size is this one? Well, this would probably look cute on her, and it's really bright, so it'd probably be really fun because it's summertime. What do you think of that one? I think that would look good on Heidi. Let me grab Heidi. Come here, Heidi. She's my smiley girl, and she always makes me smile, so let's dress Heidi. There we go. All right. I love the fact that she's wearing this little leotard, though. I think it's so cute. Isn't that adorable? I love leotards on babies. So cute. There you go, Heidi. Come here, chickie. Yeah, I might have to untie these to take it off because it's a little tight on her arms. So it might be necessary to untie it to take it off. I like the idea of tying it, I think, because you can adjust it to different babies, but then it is a little bit of a challenge for my fingers too. But I didn't tie them super tight, so they're coming off pretty easy. There we go. All right, Heidi. Come here, chickie girl. Yeah, she looked so cute in this little tutu. I thought it was adorable. Adorable. I have Tegan right here next to me. She's sitting down on the floor here. Look at these little tights with the bows on the legs. Isn't that cute? So cute. Baby stuff is just too freaking cute. It just always is. It's just so adorable. Everything for babies is so cute. And she's got the upper torso, so the spaghetti strap dress is going to look really cute on her. That's the only thing I dislike about the babies that don't have the upper torso is just that when you put anything with spaghetti straps on them, you have to put a t-shirt on because otherwise their cloth body shows, and I don't know, it just looks weird to me. Even the ones that have like the skin tone cloth body, it doesn't really look like skin because it's kind of fuzzy. So yeah, I like the ones with especially for spaghetti straps in the summer. Oh, this is going to look so good on her because she's dark skinned. And these are such bright colors. It's going to look so cute on her. Oh, Heidi, you look so adorable. Look at this girl. Doesn't she look cute? That is perfect for her. I love that. I love that for her. What do you think? I haven't put her hair up yet. I wonder if it would look cute with one little just like ponytail with some hanging down because it's shorter. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it would look cute? I'll have to try it and see. Oops, I got spray all over her leg. That's all right. I'll clean it up when I'm done. I'm going to see if I can do one little like fountain pigtail right in the center here and just like leave some hanging down, you know? Little fountain pigtail. Huh, Chicky? You had a hairband right here. Let's try this. Let's see if this works. Yeah, her hair isn't really long enough to put it up all the way, but I think like I had a baby doll years ago. I don't even remember what kind of baby doll it was, but it had hair like her, but it obviously was a lot rougher. It wasn't human hair. And I used to do this all the time, and it looked so cute. I wish I could remember what kind of baby doll that was. It was like a darker skinned baby doll, and it had really dark hair. It was really pretty. It wasn't like a black baby doll, but it was like her color, like tan. Yeah, I don't know if the stuff that I use in their hair would affect the paint. That's why I always wipe it off like right after it gets on. You guys always see me with the paper towels wiping it off because I always worry that it'll affect the paint. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got to scrunch it up there. Make it all cute. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. It looks adorable, but it's a little off center. I need to center that pigtail. I told you one of my like biggest obsessions is making sure the ponytails are even. I think I'm going to put this green one on her. I think that'll be really cute with her dark hair. We just need to move this over because it's slightly off center. I like to make sure the pigtails are in the right place. There we go. All right, and I got more on that side than I got on this side, so I got to pick some more up. I'm trying to look over her so I can like center the pigtail with her nose, you know, so it gets right in the center. Don't know how it'll do, but I guess we'll see. If this is centered, what do you guys think before I look? Is it centered? You think so? Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty centered. It could be like slightly more this way, but not much, just a tiny